In the hallowed halls of Yale University's Voynich Rare Book and Manuscript Library, there rests an object that has defied every attempt at understanding for over 6 centuries. It is a book that looks like it should contain the secrets of herbs, the paths of the stars, or the mysteries of biology. Its pages are filled with exquisite, strange illustrations of plants that have never grown on Earth, of celestial charts that map no known sky, and of tiny, nude women bathing in intricate, interconnected pools of green liquid. And accompanying these images is a text written in an alphabet that is completely unknown, a language that has resisted the efforts of the world's greatest cryptographers, linguists, and mathematicians. This is the Voynich Manuscript, and it is, without a doubt, the world's most mysterious book. Its very existence is a question shouted into the void of history, a question that has, so far, received no answer. The manuscript's known history begins in 1912, when a rare book dealer named Wilfred Voynich purchased it from a Jesuit college in Italy. He brought it into the public eye, and it has been a source of intense fascination ever since. But its journey before that moment is shrouded in shadows. Carbon dating has placed the vellum on which it is written between 1404 and 1438, placing it firmly in the early Renaissance. Evidence suggests it may have once been owned by the Holy Roman Emperor Rudolph II, an eccentric ruler with a deep interest in the occult and the strange. It likely passed through the hands of alchemists and scholars, each perhaps as baffled as we are today. The trail goes cold, leaving us with a physical object from a specific time, yet its origin and purpose remain utterly disconnected from any historical context we recognize. When you look at the Voynich manuscript, its structure is both familiar and alien. It appears to be divided into sections. There is an herbal section, with page after page of beautifully painted flora that are botanically plausible in their structure, yet unidentifiable. They possess a dreamlike quality, as if someone painted a plant from a vague description or from a world with different evolutionary rules. Then there is the astronomical section, featuring circular diagrams of the sun, moon, and stars, but the constellations are unfamiliar, the arrangements nonsensical to modern astronomy. Perhaps the most bizarre is the biological section, which contains those countless drawings of naked women, often referred to as nymphs, immersed in or connected by these elaborate, tub-like systems filled with a green, possibly liquid substance. This section, more than any other, fuels wild speculation about alchemical processes, spiritual rebirth, or even diagrams of some unknown life force. Finally, there are pages filled with what appear to be recipes, hundreds of short paragraphs of that mysterious text, each beginning with a star-like bullet point, suggesting a list of instructions for something. And then there is the text itself. The writing flows smoothly, as if by a practiced hand. The characters are unique, but they exhibit patterns found in real languages. Words are repeated. There is a discernible structure, a grammar. And this is what has driven cryptanalysts to the point of obsession. Throughout the 20th century, some of the finest minds from both world wars, codebreakers who had cracked complex military ciphers, turned their attention to the Voynich. They failed. The FBI even took a look during the Cold War, thinking it might be a Soviet cipher. They found nothing. In recent years, computer scientists and artificial intelligence have been thrown at the problem. Some studies have suggested the linguistic properties are consistent with a genuine, natural language, while others have pointed to patterns that might indicate an elaborate hoax. The text remains an unyielding fortress. It is either the most complex and consistent nonsense ever created, or it is a profound secret waiting for the right key. This enduring resistance to decipherment has, of course, given birth to a multitude of theories. The most straightforward is that it is a cipher for a known language, like Latin or a vernacular European tongue, but one so cleverly constructed that its key has been lost. Others propose it is written in a constructed language, an early attempt at a universal tongue. More fantastical theories suggest it is the work of a lost civilization, or even that it has extraterrestrial origins. One compelling, though controversial, theory posits that the text has no meaning at all, that the manuscript was an elaborate forgery created to deceive a wealthy patron like Emperor Rudolph II, a lucrative hoax from the Renaissance. Yet, the consistency and complexity of the text and artwork make a simple hoax seem strangely inadequate. Why go to such immense, painstaking effort? Perhaps the most haunting possibility is that the Voynich Manuscript represents a complete and total loss. That it is the only surviving artifact of a unique school of thought, a unique understanding of the natural world that was erased by plague, war, or time. The knowledge required to read it, the cultural context, the oral tradition, the foundational principles may have vanished from the earth, leaving the book as a beautiful, silent tombstone for a forgotten world. It is a ghost of knowledge, a testament to the fact that history is not a continuous line, but a landscape littered with ruins and gaps, some of which we may never be able to fill. The Voynich Manuscript is more than a puzzle. It is a mirror. We look at its strange pages and we see reflected back our own deep desire for meaning, for discovery, for the thrill of unlocking a secret. It challenges our assumption that with enough intelligence and technology, we can understand everything from our past. It sits there, a 240-page taunt, reminding us of the limits of our knowledge. It is a permanent mystery, and in a world that often feels too known, too mapped, and too explained, there is a strange and profound comfort in that. The mystery itself is the treasure. If you're fascinated by real mysteries that science can't explain, smash that like button and subscribe for more content.